Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. So today we're doing another crypto income update for June 2021. Basically at the beginning of the year I set a target $120,000 in new crypto income. So this is in crypto interest, staking rewards, Masternodes, trading income, stuff like that, rather than capital appreciation. And we actually hit our target sort of halfway through the year, so right at the end of the last month. So I increased the target, so I doubled it to 240,000. So no guarantees we'll meet our new target. We have hit the first one, but no guarantees we'll hit the second one, but good to be kind of positive. Now I'll talk you through all the kind of changes as we go through, but as always we'll start with our first income stream, which is CeFi. So this is basically crypto interest accounts. You'll see another couple of, or certainly one new provider, Yield App, here at the bottom that I've just been experimenting with. I've just kind of signed up, gone through the KYC, and just thrown half an Ethereum in to see how the platform kind of works. If you're interested, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a full review of the Yield App in the next few weeks. But a few changes which I'll run through in a minute, but let's just go through the revenues first of all. So BlockFi $122.65, Celsius $190.39, and nothing with crypto.com, we're not currently using that. Ledden $284.77, $2.74 from Nexo, that's from our existing Nexo tokens now earning interest, $15.62 from Swissborg, and finally Yield at $4.21, just been going a tiny amount of Ethereum, only half an Ethereum in that, just been going for a couple of weeks. Now I have been moving stuff around over the last kind of month. BlockFi, which has always been a big fan of BlockFi, it was the first of these kind of centralized finance kind of like interest platforms that I use. Been using it for about 18 months, but the rates have just been devastated over the last few months. Every month they not just reduce the rates, but they're reducing the tiers as well, to the point where now you're only earning 4% on the first quarter of a Bitcoin. It just makes no sense for me to hold Bitcoin on the kind of platform. So I've removed all my remaining Bitcoin a few days ago. I do still have a few links. I've got 618 link, and I've got a handful of Litecoin on the platform. I'll probably leave those in for now, just to keep it trickling over, but I've removed everything else, particularly the kind of Bitcoin, ever since they started these new tiers. Even Link, I think there's a 750 Link tier, so you have more than that. You're really dropping down the interest rates. It really seems that they're not interested really in getting coins into the platform from users. I think they're probably kind of like making a kind of a bit of a loss on that. Really, I think they'd prefer to be doing the institutional kind of stuff, and the retail users like our kind of selves are being a little bit hard done by, I feel, at the moment. But there are other options. So we've also got some stuff in Celsius. Don't have a huge amount in Celsius. I've got a little bit of Matic and then a bit of BAT and Celsius's own token. Haven't been using crypto.com for a long while. Ledden, I've got a little bit of Bitcoin. Basically Ledden, you're still getting 6.1% on your first 2 Bitcoin. It drops down to 2.25% over that, but if you've got up to 2 Bitcoin, by far the best kind of platform I think at the moment, with the exception possibly of Celsius. If you're in the US, you get 6.2. They've been promising that 6.2 on the first 2 Bitcoin for international users for a good few months. Still hasn't materialized. So for international users, 3.5%, somewhere around that for Celsius. Nexo, I'm not holding any tokens on Nexo apart from these Nexo tokens that I actually earned in interest, and they changed from paying out a bi-yearly dividend over to daily staking rewards for the Nexo token. So they will gradually kind of creep up, but not got anything else in Nexo at the moment. Both Nexo and BlockFi have been adding new coins over the last week or so. So we're going over those. If you're interested in CeFi particularly, keep an eye on my Friday afternoon videos where I go over interest rate changes, new coins, and news within this sector. And then in Swissborg, I've just got my Swissborg tokens staking. Haven't got any Ethereum now in the Swissborg app. And as I said, Yield app, just been playing around with this. Put half an Ethereum in. A few people have asked me to kind of have a look at it, so just wanted to do a little bit of kind of research. So I've got a little tiny bit in there. I may add more if I kind of like the platform going forward. And then moving on to DeFi. So We've added a new coin. We got rid of our Horizon smart nodes, and we got rid of Tezos last month, but I have added Solana in to the mix now. So we've got QuickSwap. Basically, previously I had both Uniswap and QuickSwap being used. Now I removed everything from Uniswap when the fees went back down on Ethereum. I was kind of stuck in there with really high fees on Ethereum, so I removed everything from Uniswap. I've currently only got just under 10 Ethereum's worth of collateral in the QuickSwap program. So this is, I'm using the Matic network for this. So the fees are really, really low. Once you've moved everything onto the Matic network, fees are really, really low. So I'm enjoying that. Now I've been using something called Liquidity Folio to keep track of this, and it works perfectly with Uniswap, but it does seem to have a few teething issues with QuickSwap, particularly on the Matic network, and I'm getting less accurate data than I would like. So this data may be changed going forward a little bit. I think it's relatively kind of accurate, but I am seeing some bizarre days. I haven't had an update for a couple of days now, and then occasionally a day will pop up where instead of an increase in revenue from fees and stuff like that, you'll suddenly get like, you know, $500 loss or something like that, which isn't accurate on the kind of platform, but it's obviously the way that Liquidity Portfolio is picking up the details. But we've got $923.71 from QuickSwap, $347.28 from Cardano staking, $28.56 from Icon, and a new one here, Solana, $67.44. I really love the simplicity of Cardano staking. You can add to your existing address, just send more coin to the address, they automatically earn interest. That's different from Solana. If you move new coins into your kind of wallet, you have to set up a new staking address each time in order to kind of stake them. So it's a little bit more convoluted, Solana, but I do like the kind of project. Had some really good price increases as well on Solana. So looking to increase the amount of Solana I have. I'd like to get to 100,000 really Cardano, I think. Obviously we've got smart contracts and stuff like that hopefully going live on Cardano in the next month or so. And then moving on to the trade and leverage loans, and this is the reason why we haven't earned much this month. It's been our lowest update, I think, this year actually by a little bit. But last month I said, after a pretty poor month on the kind of trading front, big drop-offs in the market and stuff like that, I said that I might be doing a small amount of trading, but I'll probably be a lot less than usual. And I actually decided in the end just to take a month off trading. Now, I've actually started entering into some trades in the last 2 or 3 days. I haven't taken any profits. I'm setting some profits on those unrealized profits, but I only put the figures in once they're realized. So there will be some trading revenue next month, but quite nice, I think, and quite relaxing to take a month off away from the kind of trading, particularly with the markets which have been so volatile. And to be honest, I think if I had traded this last month, I'd probably there's a good chance I would have kind of lost money. So I think always good, you know, when you're you know, you need a kind of break, want to take a step away from it. Obviously we rode a nice wave of really big increases in price at the first half of this year and made some decent money on our kind of leverage trading on Bybit. But when the market's kind of going down, it's been very volatile, no real rhyme nor reason to some of this. So I've taken a step back. As I said, no trading in the last month, or just in the last kind of couple of days. But this month forward, we'll see what happens. If the markets continue to kind of pick up, and it looks like maybe we've hit the bottom now and we'll see a slow steady increase from now, I will start trading again. So consider maybe next month you probably start seeing some more revenue coming into this. And then our lead and B2X. Now we've been taking some profits throughout the year with this really big pullback in price. Basically I think it was 6 Bitcoins worth of lead and B2X loans, and with a big drop down when we had that wick down to sub 30,000, I got margin called, so I had to add some extra liquidity to this. So I've ended up having to add another, I think 2.6 Bitcoin to those kind of positions. So I've got quite a lot of Bitcoin now sat in these B2X positions that are basically in a bit of a loss at the moment. So I'm waiting for the markets to kind of go back up. I've got a lot within the sort of $40,000 range, between $40,000 and $50,000 range of these positions. So I'm waiting for the markets to go back up and past that, hopefully, so we can kind of cash some of these out. At the moment, I've got more Bitcoin than I would like in these. I think now would be a really good time actually to get back into these Len B2X, but because I've got so much in already, I don't really want to put any more Bitcoin into the platform. Also, if there's any massive wicks down, anything like that, a flash crash, it's good to have a little bit of extra kind of Bitcoin on the side that I can use to top these up if necessary. But hopefully we won't get to that point. But I think it'll probably be another excuse me, another 2 or 3 months waiting for a market recovery until we start being able to make some profits from our B2X again. And then finally, we've got our sort of miscellaneous stuff. Now, NiceHash, as I mentioned last month, heading into the summer here in the UK, we did actually have a few really pretty cold days, so I had the miner on just a little bit kind of overnight, but not really a lot, and probably won't be a lot coming through here until the autumn or winter if we do choose to fire it back up again. But $30 basically from NiceHash, $25 just over from YouTube, only a couple of dollars from Library. The token prices really been affected pretty poorly in the last few weeks with the downturn in the kind of market, not receiving as many kind of coins as well. They're not giving away quite as many for the views, and also for some of the kind of extra things like logging in and viewing other people's kind of like videos. The amount they're giving away for reaching certain milestones have reduced, and that along with the price means, yeah, a very, very poor month for Library, only a couple of bucks this month. And then finally, referral revenue just under $550. This is for a mixture of Celsius and Leaden. I think that was the only ones paying out a referral revenue this month. So it's a grand total of $2,595.38. So far this year, $133,590. So if we jump over, you can see massive drop off from where we were. Now, as I talked about at the time with these, the February, March and April, this was largely through our leveraged position, so through B2X largely, but also for some trading profits as well. And obviously we're not taking those out at the moment, so we've seen a big drop back down. It's been a bit disappointing, less than January, which is particularly disappointed, but I have been moving around some coins, and obviously with the very low kind of prices as well, particularly kind of altcoins as that, we're not earning as much either from our kind of staking and stuff like that. So even the stuff that's been plodding on month after month quite solidly, we're accumulating those coins. So hopefully towards the back end of this year, hopefully when we get a bit of a next run up in the sort of second half of this kind of like bull run, it's all kind of coins in the kind of bank, so they will be worth substantially more. But when they've been coming in this month with the low kind of coin prices, low Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano prices and stuff like that, we haven't earned that much. So a little bit of a disappointing monthly update in terms of pure figures, but I think we've tweaked things about a little bit, and I think we're in a good position to see out the second half of the year. And then if I jump into the crypto income by the different type of revenue, you can see here 24% from CeFi, this is basically interest accounts, 53% from DeFi and staking, and 23% from other. No trading revenue to report this month. And then finally, our cumulative kind of chart. So you can see here, I've added a legend here, but this is the June figures here. Basically, the first bar is the actual revenue. This is cumulative revenue year to date. The second bar here is our original target, so that's target one, which was 120,000. You can see here, and then the dark green bar at the back is our $240,000 target. So you can see we're still above our target at the moment, but would need, I think, probably a $7,000, at least a $7,000 update next month in order to keep on target, and then 20,000 a month towards the end of the year for the last sort of 5 months of the year. So we will be relying on some increases in Bitcoin price and other crypto prices to help us get to our kind of new target. It's good that we've passed our first target, and we should well be far that. I mean, short of some catastrophic kind of trading losses or B2X losses or something like that getting liquidated, we should be well above our original kind of target. Potentially we won't hit the second one. I'd like to think we have a chance. The market kind of ticks up again, we'll probably get back into the kind of trading. It's very easy to kind of make money on a kind of like rising kind of market. So if the market does start going up substantially towards the second half of the year, hopefully we'll get some decent profits from our leverage trading and B2X in the second half of this year. But that's it for this update. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Let me know how your crypto income's been going over the last kind of month. Obviously, real big kind of downswings in the kind of market, which has, you know, been a little bit disappointing kind of see. I think a lot of people have been pretty stressed, but if you are finding it kind of stressful, particularly if you're kind of trading, there's nothing wrong with just closing out your kind of positions, stepping away for a week or two, or even kind of a month, waiting for more favourable conditions in order to kind of get back in. Better that than sort of chasing bad positions and sort of racking up the kind of losses upon losses. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you can give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video, but until then, have a great day. Bye bye.